Alright, today's the day. My emerald mug. I already had my coffee, so I got my protein drink in it. Keeps it nice and cold. So I already did an unboxing. Didn't come out very well, so redoing it. But first things first, got the Emerald X10. Got the blue carbon fiber. When you first open it, looks really black, but if you get up close to it, it's got that nice blue tint to it. But it came with the Acoustic hard shell case. I was only expecting the soft shell, so when I saw this, I was like, all right, cool. The first thing I noticed is when I took it out, how light it is. I mean, it's literally, this mug here is actually heavier than this thing. Get close to the camera. Yeah. Thank you for the mug. The mug is wonderful. So just to walk you through why I got one of these instead of, your standard wooden acoustic. I mean, you can go into any guitar shop and find a acoustic guitar from a couple $100 to, geez, almost $5,000. Or if you want something that was made in the 50s, you're going to be paying as much as a car for it. So I took a luthier class, and I mainly wanted to do the electric one, but at the time all they had the acoustic one, so I took my acoustic and I did that first, and I was able to learn how these instruments are built and how they work. Now I can't build one, but I can set one up, and I know the features I want on it. First and foremost, stainless steel frets. Nickel frets, they wear out, you gotta replace them. And the stainless steel is a really nice feature that you just don't get on many guitars at any price level, much less 24. Almost unheard of on acoustics. You can get them, but no. And there's one song I like to practice on acoustic because it makes you a better player. I feel if you can play it on an acoustic, you can play it on electric a lot easier. That being said, your typical acoustic guitar, you can set it up as best as you can as possible, and you still got a really high action. And it really takes away from your ability of playing that instrument. With the Emerald guitars, you're not limited in any way. You can set it up, especially with the X10. And I was waffling for months. Do I want the X30? Do I want the X20? And I wasn't even looking at the X10 because all I saw were the pickups, and I didn't like how they had the knobs up here. I felt I was going to be hitting them, even though after getting it, I probably wouldn't. But either way, I didn't want that. And I just wanted a pure acoustic. I didn't want any pickups whatsoever. But with the X10, they have these individual saddles, and you could raise and lower your string height to dial in your action. When I took it out of the case, they didn't have the strings in Ireland that I use, so they put whatever they were the Dario strings because they had the colors on the thing. I didn't like the sound of the strings that were on the guitar, but they put what they could put on it, so it's no fault to Emerald at all. So the first thing I did was I put my set of strings on it. I used the Kurt Mangan strings. I use a custom set. I go 52 to 12, and I use the round core versus the hex. Just a lot more comfortable, and I like the sound of them. So I put those on, and first thing I did is I turned the tuner the wrong way. Now on any other penless bridge guitar, I probably would have damaged the wood. It would have pulled it right through. What ended up happening is the string broke, and because of the strength of the carbon fiber, and didn't damage the guitar at all. Whereas if this was a wooden penless bridge like on my other one and I cranked it the wrong way, I would have risked damaging the wooden bridge. But I mean, you pretty much got a piece of steel down there, so a little dumb fart on my thing. The other dumb thing I did is I took all the strings on at once because I'm not used to having these individual saddles like I do on the electrics, so they all fell out. Which didn't matter anyway because I'm going to have to reset the height for the different set of strings. But I mean, that's the beauty of it. I mean, if you decide, hey, I want to try out a new set of strings, they're different gauges, you can dial it in. Whereas on another acoustic that has that standard bridge, I mean, it's pretty much set that way. I mean, you can file it, but you don't want to do that every time you change the strings? No. So with this, I have that adaptability, even though I pretty much play these strings. It's nice to have that ability versus having to have a specific bridge for each set of different gauge strings and so forth. I got some notes here I just wanted to go through. Yeah, so you get the strength of carbon fiber, stays in tune. It literally came out of the case and it was in tune. Now I play a step down and they had it at standard 440 tuning. I play a step down and at 432 hertz. So, but as soon as I dialed that down, I mean, with the other acoustic guitarists, they have a hard time when you do different tunings. Some of them you can't even detune that low; it'll just start buzzing. But this handled it beautifully. I mean, it's been in the case for a day, and my other guitar with the heat in San Diego, you know, it fluctuates at night and so forth. It's not as bad as when I lived on the East Coast in the winter, but I haven't had to tune it after I set it up. It's just locked in place. And the other thing is these tuners. Wow. I mean, it's literally like having a micro tuner on your Tremolo on your electric guitar. I mean, you can literally like within 1 or 2 cents as far as tuning is ridiculous. Whereas my other acoustic, I'm actually thinking about buying some of these tuners and putting on the other acoustic because I mean you can just really dial it in. Went through the penless bridge, the graphite, Graphtec nut, and then the saddles are all Graphtec as well. A lot of people like bone, like I have bone on my other one, and it does make a big difference between the plastic that they put on regular guitars, but I think the Graphtec does a comparable, if not better, job taking the vibrations from the strings and putting it into the body of the guitar so they can amplify it. Plus, you get the added features. The bone is nice, you know, give you that, but it wears too. It's not as hard, it's softer. And I think the tone is fine. Let's see. We talked about the case already. The weight character of it stays in tune. It's definitely got a unique tone to it. I mean, when you go to a guitar shop and they get the whole walls of acoustic guitars and the acoustic thing, I mean, you'll pick up $100 guitar and that might sound good to you, and then that $5,000 guitar, you're wondering why it's $5,000 because it doesn't sound good to you. That's all user preference. But I played some of the other carbon fiber brands that are out there, and they're comparable in price. Some of them are a little cheaper, some are the same, some are actually a little more. They don't give you the 24 NIF option. They don't come with stainless steel frets. They don't give you the neck options. They don't give you the tuners, the playability. They give you a similar sound, I'll give you that, because they're all carbon fiber construction. But the way they blended this, it just fits. Like I could play it on this leg if I want, or I can switch it. And actually, I think it feels more comfortable this way than it does this way, and I think that's unique. I get a little better. I noticed right away, because I'm used to playing my other guitar, I was strumming the strings over the frets, so I gotta kind of learn. There's definitely a getting used to this guitar versus a regular acoustic. what sold me on getting the X10 versus the other brands is you had, what was his name? Johnny Gallagher. Did an excellent demo. Now he had the whole, you know, the level 3 with all the pickups and stuff like that. But the way he went through the guitar and he played it and he described the playability is what sold me on it. And I'm mainly an electric player, but I like to practice, like I said, on the acoustic, because when you go play on your electric, it's effortless. That being said, I'm used to having jumbo stainless steel frets on my acoustic guitar. That's what I did on the luthier class that I took. And he warned me when I did it that when you chord, or especially like, you know, some more advanced chords where you're really stretching, or you got different tensions on your fingers, you can very easily bend one of the strings out of tune because it's a little higher off the fretboard. And initially when I ordered this guitar, I asked if I could have large frets.